y'all, what is up? This is Rosie, and I want to give you my first documentary review. So, a few months ago in the summer, back in the summer, this is probably around June or July, I was just watching a bunch of stuff on YouTube, and I saw some clips of this really cool looking documentary that was out called Rumble, Indians Who Rock the World. And let me see if that's the correct name because I don't want to get this wrong. Yeah, the Indians Who Rock the World. And it tells you about different Native Americans in the music industry. Some people you didn't even know were Native American. And it starts off giving you this short history of how Native Americans came to be recorded. And so there was one that they had come into the studio and sing a traditional Native song and chant because it was around 1909, maybe earlier, maybe later, I don't know, but they did that because they thought that Native Americans were going to die out and that their history and their traditions would also die out. And so they wanted to preserve something from this community to prove that they existed. And then it moved on to talk about the song Rumble, because the video is called Rumble. And it talked about how Link Ray, that's his name, he was a Native American musician, a guitar player, who came out with this really iconic guitar lick. And you've heard it in movies, commercials. Just a few minutes ago, I heard it in an episode of SpongeBob, not even realizing out of all the times I watched it that was what was playing. It was Rumble. And the way he came about it was he went and played, I think they called it a hop back then, like a dance, and I think they called it a hop. And they told him to play one, and he was like, I don't know a hop. So the drummer was like, well, I know the drum parts to one, and he started playing it. And as Link Ray listened to it, he just took his guitar and he did these iconic 3 chords. And from there, it became absolutely legendary and iconic. And if you don't think you know this song, I will try to put a few seconds of it in the video if I can. And I hope I won't get like a copyright strike or anything if I can do it. But that song is so legendary. When I hear it, I think of that one scene in the movie Independence Day where it was playing. And Russell went to the bar and they were making fun of him because he always was saying that he was abducted by aliens and they did things to him, and he was always a drunk and all of this, that, and the other thing. And then the aliens came and all that. But anyway, that's what I think of when I hear it. And Link Ray, I found out, was the first man to ever have a completely instrumental song, no lyrics or anything, banned from radio. It was banned because I guess with the title being Rumble, there was an implication of violence. Because if you know anything about the times back then, a fight was called a rumble. At least that's what I figure from watching The Outsiders. They called it a rumble. And so they were scared that teenagers would hear the song and be that they would have this notion to go outside and fight. They thought it would promote teen violence, teen gang violence. And so his song was banned from radio. There was no violence in the song. There was no nothing. I mean, it's just a guitar lick. And it's so iconic, and I had no idea that you could ban a completely instrumental song based on a title. And so he was the first man to have that done to him. And there were interviews from him talking about how hard his family had it because his mom was a Native American woman, and she used to preach to the natives and the blacks to be good to each other, take care of each other, watch out for each other, because the Klan was after all of them, the blacks and the natives. They hated them. So she would preach to the blacks and the natives to just, look to God and pray and all of that. And then it goes on to talk about how Native American music is found in every single genre you can think about in American pop culture and in the American music industry. Everything from Southeastern gospel music to the Mississippi Delta blues to the jazz and everything in New Orleans, to the jazz that you found in New York, to freaking heavy metal. I mean, come on. So I think the video was executive produced by Stevie Salas, who, let me look at my notes here, who is an American rock guitarist, and he has played guitar on tour with Rod Stewart. Again, just never mind me, I'm looking at my notes. But because this was a very impromptu video while my kids are out enjoying my oldest child's birthday, so happy birthday to my baby. Stevie Salas. And oh gosh, it was just so interesting. I didn't know Robbie Robertson was Native American. I ordered the video in early August, and it got to me around August 10th, and I watched it the day that I got it. And when it got to Robbie Robertson's portion of the video, I turned it off and I looked him up to find out a little bit more of his history. And I found out that he came up on a reservation, or that his mom did at least, and that was so interesting to me. I had no idea. I did not know. And I also found out that he had died the day before I got the video. What a coincidence, I didn't know that that the legendary blues singer Howlin' Wolf, I didn't know that he was Native American. His dad was Ethiopian and his mom was, I believe, Cherokee. And so this video was just so informative and so interesting to see all the Native Americans in music that have made it big, and you don't really even get to see their accolades these days. They're not really mentioned in musical history, and that is so unfair, and they don't get the right kind of respect that they deserve. For years, I thought that rock music belonged to the black community and that it came from black music, but even black music came from Native American culture. We all came to their land. This was their land. The United States was theirs. It belonged to them. And our music belongs to them too. It derives from in every genre, it derives from Native American music and their traditions and their chants and their oppression and their pain, and even their celebrations, their happiness, their unity. It comes from them. And I think that it needs to get out there more. So if you can find a copy of Rumble, I found mine on eBay, but look around for it. Or if you can stream it, do that. It came on PBS, but I'm not sure when. But if you can find yourself a copy, I suggest you get it and watch it and then watch it again. I think I'm going to watch it again here soon because it is just that interesting to me and I love it just that much. I might end up wearing that DVD out and having to get another one. But I just absolutely adore it. It hit me right in the heritage because I found out that my family, on my mom's side, we are Creek, we are Muskogee, Alabama Muskogee Creek. And on my dad's side, we are Blackfoot. So, yeah, it hit me right in the heritage, and I love that documentary. 5 stars all the way. And other musicians did show up in the video to talk about how it touched them. People like Jimmy Page, Slash, oh gosh, there were so many. Rob Trujillo from Metallica. Like I just there was so much I didn't know, and I think you should watch it and find out. Just find out some history because it'll surprise you. It definitely surprised me. So anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you for wasting time with me. As always, there is a donations link in the description. If you would hit that, support me, support my channel, I would really appreciate that, and I thank you in advance. I love you guys so much. I hope to see y'all on the next upload. Bye for now.